We celebrate a compassionate and fiercely committed leader who has paved the way for women in her field for decades to come. As a midwife, an advocate in her profession, and as a board chairperson, her work has contributed to improving and saving lives of children in the province of Ontario. It's an honor to congratulate Elana Johnson, the 2021 recipient of the Health, Science and Technology Women of Excellence Award. Elana's commitment to the growing profession of midwifery, a profession made up almost entirely of women and in service to clients who are almost exclusively women, has moved the profession to be recognized under the Regulated Health Professions Act. Her work has been instrumental in securing fair compensation and increased provincial funding for midwives in Ontario. Now retired, Elana continues to be an advocate for midwifery through her volunteer efforts and board position with the Children's Health Foundation. All this while genuinely improving lives and outcomes for children and parents in our community. Congratulations, Elana, from all of us at 3M Canada.
The accomplishment that best exemplifies Elana is her role, with many others, spearheading the profession of midwifery. Historically, we didn't have a regulated field of midwifery. Elana was at the center of making that happen, from the grassroots to government halls and back to our communities.
Of all the formative experiences, I think a key was growing up on a farm, sitting on the side of the pen in the springtime, taking my turn to watch the animals to be sure all was well. My father told me that it was so important not to let her know I was there because it would slow the process down. Growing up by my mother's side, hearing her birth stories really taught me at an early age that women take their birth experience with them through their entire life. The experience is indeed an outcome. You know, every client I have ever worked with has inspired me in some way. To witness women find their own agency and self-determination through such a powerful, important event can only inspire someone. Also, my colleagues, to work with bright colleagues that are not only intelligent, but on fire to bring about a model of care that women want and see regulation come into place. And every leader in the healthcare field that I've worked with has inspired me in some way. I can think of so many, but there was one head nurse early who pulled me aside and first asked me if I was a nurse. And when I told her no, I was a midwife, she said, "Well, you're very good at what you do." This sort of honesty and risk-taking to be authentic really inspired me.
Something that I admire about Elana is her holistic approach. She leads by example and works with integrity, and then she encourages the heart. It is who she is. And you know, the result is Elana puts art and science together and adds heart, and then you have woman-centered care.
Community organizations like the Y have always made a difference. Way back in 1980, a community programmer approached me and asked me if I would teach classes at the Y, prenatal and postpartum, fitness and education. Not only did that help support me in developing my career, but it provided for the community a valuable service. Not surprisingly, midwives had to launch a pay equity application with the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario. And the week that we got the decision that in fact they had ruled in our favor, I got a call from my granddaughter. And she said, "Congratulations." I said, "Oh, thanks, honey, for what?" She's 11. She said, "In social justice class today, we learned all about the Human Rights Tribunal decision in the favor of midwives. And that will make a difference for all female-dominated professions." My heart filled and floated because it became clear that the next generation will not only know the history, they're going to build on it.
"3M Canada is proud to be the sponsor of the Health, Science and Technology Award. And once again, congratulations, Elana. it is my pleasure to welcome Elana Johnson.